Go big or go home. My old helmet lost the top black piece, whatever you call that, on the adventure bikes, and my visor broke, and I can't find a new one. And so I just bought a new helmet. This one's gonna eat up the road. I like it. I like it. Time for breakfast in Fortaleza. So this is my hotel here. I'll be staying here for a few days. It is a very cool place. I'm actually very close to the beach as well, so we're going to explore Fortaleza a little bit more for the next few days. Let's go. Fortaleza. I like it here. It is warm, and all these buildings are right on the Fortaleza Copacabana, because right here is the beach, and beach clubs and stuff like that. I might also be able to see a whole bunch of rain clouds. It rained pretty hard overnight, and who knows, it might start raining again soon, but it's bloody hot nonetheless. That's very cool architecture, and just look how it carries on. There are just a lot of buildings here, and not too many people on the beach because it's actually fall here. Well, fuck, it's 30 degrees. I wouldn't really call it fall, but it is fall because it rains a lot. So, see those clouds behind me? Yeah, I think they have a lot of rain in them. So, oh well, we'll see. At least I'm not riding today, so I'm not getting wet. But the plan is to go through a few countries where it's very humid. It's very humid already here. And there will also be rainy season with very challenging roads. So we'll see how much I'll enjoy that. I'll be sweating a lot, I suppose. We discovered something else. Look at that. Church type thing. So we're just gonna have a look, see what that's all about. Let's go. Just saw this from the distance, so I don't know exactly what it is, but we're gonna have a look. So we just had a quick look inside. So this is the Cathedral of Fortaleza, and it's quite an impressive building actually. They have some sort of procession going on right there, but there it is. I'll show you that a little bit better. Hold on. Just waiting by the church to get a good shot, but these people that were just leaving started blocking things again, so that's what I'm dealing with. So here is the Cathedral of Fortaleza. Quite a magnificent building this is. Check this out. Alright, that's that. Another church, and another time I haven't confessed any sins, so we just carry on. We're looking for a post office once again to send some postcards. Finally we made it to a post office. This is the third place. The first place was closed. The second one was just a shipping depot. So now I'm at the big head office of Correios. And speaking of post offices, in Guatemala they no longer have a post office because it went bankrupt during COVID. So I sent some postcards there 6 months ago with DHL. They just arrived from Antigua, Guatemala. Seriously, DHL? Seriously? I mean, 6 months for a couple of postcards. Anyway, I'm sending a few here again from Fortaleza, Brazil, and hopefully the post office will do a better job than DHL. Well, that took a while, but the lady took care of it. She got it done, and now we're continuing to explore.
I know
last night I made it to this little town called Jericoacoara, and what I didn't know is that the last 10 kilometers was on sand, deep sand, so the bike fell over a few times. And the bike's actually not in town because it's not allowed. So you have all these little cars that are kind of taking everybody around here, and it's kind of fun. It's a really charming town actually. So this is just the direction we're taking to my hotel, which is right on the beach. As you can see, it's beach sand everywhere. And you know, not always the funnest to ride on a heavily loaded motorbike. So the good news is that as I was struggling in the dark, by the way, last night, because I didn't know that this last 10 kilometers was through dunes and sand and whatever, I ran into this guide who ended up guiding me to here. And it was convenient because I dropped the bike 3 times and he helped me pick it up each time. And it was hot, very hot, but it's such a cool place. Such a cool place here. There's the ocean in the distance. We'll check that out later. Checking out the beach a little bit in the rain. I mean, it's raining very lightly, but it is, yeah, it's kind of crazy. They just built this whole little town on beach, kind of. Here, let me show you the other side. And here there's all these beach joints. There's the beach and more beach joints. And then in the distance, there's just nothing but sand and ocean and music all of a sudden. Welcome to Jericoacoara, beach town extraordinaire. So this behind me is basically what the entrance to this town looks like. Pretty deep sand. For a motorbike, it's very deep sand. For an overloaded, heavy motorbike, it's a little crazy. So this is the road that I had to get over. You can see the dunes in the distance. And yeah, this is not that much fun on the bike, especially in the dark. Anyway, we're gonna just walk back into town, check out some more stuff. So this is the downside of things in this town, because I have to wait for one of these taxis to come along and take me back to the entrance. So I got all my stuff with me. It's pretty warm. But yeah, I'm not allowed to drive here. I really like having my bike very close to me, but that was just not an option this time. So keep looking. I need to have a truck that says Estación, because that's where the bike is. So not one of these little scooters. Pretty fun. This is our taxi back to the station. My hotel told me to just go wait for one, but of course I should have called one. So they let me hop on this one. That's great. Bye bye little town. So the bike is right here. My fan club is over there. All these guys there, right? And these are all the bikes, and these are all the, don't know exactly what you call them. Anyway, we got to get out of this sand and do another 10K today. So it's going to be hot and interesting. Let's go. Alright, so this is what it looks, the road ahead. 10 kilometers through this. Packed up a little light because I'm gonna get a little warm. So let's go, let's try this out. Let's do some sand today. So this is what we're gonna do next. We're water crossing. Now this is gonna be the real fun stuff. As you can see, we're right next to a dune. And yeah, these trucks just carry on. It's easy for them, but we're gonna have to figure it out. So that's where we just came from. These are reasonable pieces of sand, but every once in a while it's really bloody deep. So at least I have light this time. And I'm a little bit better dressed, and I'm just trying to follow the cars because there's a whole bunch of different routes here. It looks like the Slufter on Texel. Yeah, go look that up, the Slufter. And so this is the way we are going. There's more dunes coming, and fortunately there's a fair amount of traffic. So if I run into trouble, I'll be taken care of. All right, this is going to be a fun little bit. Try it out. This is what we're dealing with, and sorry for the engine problems, but you know, starting is not so much fun. So we have a big dune behind us, people are climbing it, and this is the way that we're going. Following that car over there. Definitely kind of fun actually. I'm getting better at it. Definitely in the sunshine helps a little bit compared to doing this in the dark. So we just made it to this beautiful lake. Let me show you. Bike fully packed. It is a tourist destination right here. People everywhere on the lake and in the lake. But yeah, this is the kind of sand we have to deal with quite a bit. And it's not the easiest, I can tell you that much. All right, we got ourselves here, and we are going in this direction. Yeah, one second. We made it out of the sand, and now we just found a little bit of shade somewhere so I can actually pump up the tires again. Of course I let some air out because it's not doable otherwise on heavy sand. And right now the pump is pumping. Let's have a look. The bike is running obviously, otherwise the pump doesn't work. And here it is, working its balls off. Oh, and by the way, you can see this. Yeah, I scooped up some water. Another weird kind of place. So we got a little, well, lake, I guess, and then we got dunes everywhere. And I don't know if you can see them in the background. There's a ton of windmills. So people are just hanging out, climbing on these dunes. The other side, we just have fields and cows and stuff like that. And then just over there, the trees and palm trees start again. So it's kind of a little bit of a multi-diverse environment here. So after a long day of riding, it's time to hit the pool and maybe even the river. So come with me. Welcome to the backyard of my hotel. Just at sunset. Best time of the day for videos and photos. This is pretty cool. There's actually a little beach here, right down there. And this is the river running right on the edge of Barreirinha or something like that. Here we are, lots of other docks. And here's a view to the pool and the yard. That's what we all do it for, see really cool places like this. Alright, well I think it's time for some water and chill out. So we're just driving away here, and all of a sudden the tropical rain started coming down. So I stopped at this little roof, and then this gentleman that is just walking away in the distance said, "Hey, come on up." And by now it's already, I mean, it was only raining like that hard for like 2 minutes. And so now we're gonna carry on, but we still have a lot of clouds over there. So we're gonna probably get wet again. Muito obrigado, senhor. Okay. Just about to get back on the road again, but it starts to rain again, so. Just made it on time for the last few openings in the cloud deck over there before the sun goes down. I'm hiding underneath a tree because it just started raining a little bit again while I'm on my search for a restaurant, but so far everything seems closed. All right, let's get in the rain. It's not raining very hard, but we're on the coast, a place called Sao Luis. That's my best pronunciation in Portuguese. That's the coastline of Sao Luis, just before sunset. A lot of clouds because it's been raining all day like crazy. So we're just gonna carry on. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to make it to Belém, which is a place where I'm gonna take a ferry to a place called Macape, which only has a road to French Guiana, not actually to Brazil. So see how that goes. It's about 600 kilometers tomorrow, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out considering the rain I had today, and it's rainy season, so it might happen again tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.